some good... I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. Ha! Neither are you, eh? Good to see another Red Guard. I'd like to think we bring a little heat to this frozen wasteland. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. I can teach you a few things. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Take a look. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. Farewell. Those green apples you sold me the other day were delicious.
Aren't they? I always set some aside for myself when the traders bring them up from the south.
I'm sure you could charge double for those and still sell them all with me.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
It's a shame, isn't it? Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days. This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kynareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kynareth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Lady, could you spare a coin? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. All right, then.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him apart.
You're the best. Can you be my mother?
In each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel. And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing!
Need a blade? We should talk to Adrian at the fort. What is it? Dragons?
Gods bless you, healer.
I can't bear it. Make it stop.
Oh. Oh.
Feel better already.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
Staying safe, I hope.
see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well.
You have a visitor.
Bah, yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you decide.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack White... I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Apachii that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend. City again.
Keep your hands to yourself.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
as the rest of the men have gathered.
I've seen you helping the Jarl. If only all visitors to Whiterun were as noble.
The gods in Dragonreach say you've aided the Jarl on behalf of Whiterun. Thank you.
We are the children of man. Talos is the true god of man. Ascended.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Exactly. Road patrols were
I
cutting
work with my mother.
Jarl
I sell
needs
fruits and
soldiers.
vegetables.
Now the
It's fun
bandits are
most
bolder than ever.
Come by Bella for a shot. Come on. I'm sure we've got something you need. Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the western watchtower.
Now we're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Houseguard, how can we fight a dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever
Do you
seen
know
a
there's some
dragon
fruits
before,
that
or
actually
expected
grow
to face
better in
one in
cold
battle.
weather?
But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No, Houseguard.
But it's more than our honor at stake.
Ulfred,
Think of
patron of the
first
great
dragon
clan
seen in
Battleborn.
Skyrim since the last age.
Name I'm sure you know well.
The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah, damn right.
Let's... Well...
Cause trouble in Whiterun and I'll haul you into the... Whoa. What's the magic?
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're doing.
Just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Let's save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Oh, save us! It's a dragon!
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about? I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't an orc.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried?
Foos!
Shouting, what you
That's
just
a
did.
shout.
Must
Like
be.
the Greybeards on their
You
mountain.
really are Dragonborn then. Already been told you're not allowed. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. She cannot hide from us forever.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
Ismir, you did it! You killed the dragon.
We shall inherit both heavens and earth.
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are dragon. But such a thing. Sure, that's not possible.
You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn? So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tibeseptim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up
It seems
ignorant.
our enemies have no
These
end
are
of
our sacred
spies,
traditions that go
saboteurs,
back
and
to the founding of the
assassins
First
against
Empire.
us.
Rongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect.
Please keep your weapons sheathed in the Jarl's
It's just that,
presence.
what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours.
You are a welcome
Whatever
guest,
happened
but you
when
must
you
still
killed that
respect the
dragon,
rules of the Jarl's
it revealed
household.
something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor.
You are a welcome guest,
I envy
but you must
you,
still respect the rules of the
Climb
Jarl's
the
household.
7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me in my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Make a move toward Balgra, and you're dead. I'm concerned about the Jarl's safety. Too many of our guards.
You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has beds for rent.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life. Lead the way.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? Sure thing, it's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
I ain't done nothing.
Lady, could you spare a coin?
Yes.
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.